Hi everyone. I'm just coming on here to show you a couple of awesome websites that I use for virtual manipulatives during distance learning. So I'm going to get started on that with you now. So the first website that I want to share with you guys is called Geogebra. So Geogebra is a really cool website because basically you can just search for student resources and activities or any type of way to show something. So something I've used Geogebra for is to show volume. So I literally just went to geogebra.org and I searched in volume. And if you want to be more specific, you could say I have a rectangular prism, depending on the grade you teach. There's some really cool teacher-made activities here. So one of the links I use specifically is this one. And I thought it was really cool because you can adjust the height, the width, and the length, and students can see the volume with or without the formula. And then you can have them solve or construct their own prisms depending on what you need. So I thought that was really cool for GeoGebra. Again, you can type in any topic. You can type in volume. You can type in, if you go back home, you can type in fractions. So I can do equivalent fractions. And again, it's all teacher-made activities. So I think that's really cool. So if you click like this, you can see if I have it be like this, you can see all equivalent fractions. I think that's really awesome. A second website that I use often is Math Learning Center. I personally love this one. If you click the resources, you don't have to click, you just hover over it, and then you click Math Apps. It'll bring you to all of these awesome math apps. One that I use often in my classroom and virtually and in person is the number pieces, which is basically base 10 blocks. So if you just open up the web app, it's going to open here. And you can use the base 10 blocks however you want. You can zoom out, which is awesome, so you can fit more on the page. What's really cool is like if you have like 100th, you could click this break apart button and it'll break it up into tenths, and then you can break it apart again into hundredths. So you can break it up into the smaller pieces here. So it's a really cool tool to show dividing and multiplying or adding and subtracting decimals, showing place value. It's such an awesome tool. It's one of my favorites. Another website that I love is Toy Theater. So if you could see that they have a bunch of different activities, not just for math, but particularly I click the math tab and then I go to manipulatives. Oh, I guess teacher tools. Here we go. Virtual manipulatives. You can click that and you can see that it has really awesome activities and things you can do. You can show dice. There's a number line with the rectangles on the top. I think that's awesome. There's tangrams, pattern blocks. I like using this one for the fraction strips. So when I'm teaching fractions, what I do is I always put the first one up here, and then I would show equivalent fractions by going like this. And I would pull this up on the Promethean board and let the kids use this on their own. However, obviously we're distance learning right now. So if you would like, you can use this, and then you could always just screenshot. So any of these websites, I use the screenshot snipping tool if you're on a PC, screenshot if you're on a Mac. For me, screenshotting is Command-Shift-4, and then this little thing comes up, and then I just select it, and that's me screenshotting it. Then you can put the screenshot right into your Google Slides, which is a really awesome tool. So I hope these websites help you teaching math